Hey guys, Flabberleaky here again, and today we're going to be covering how to attach a garage to our split level home. So what we've done so far, we've got a split level on our ground floor here, and we've also got a split level on our second floor. If you want to find out how to do this, just go check out the two previous episodes, and they'll show you exactly that. So now, if I wanted to connect a garage to this house, which you can normally do really easily to a house that doesn't have split leveling, it's a bit of an issue, because if we start trying to build a wall here, immediately we get the covered by floor tile error. And if we just do it one block out, we'll be able to build perfectly fine. However, this creates a little bit of an issue, in that it's not actually going to join, except for some reason, just there it did, but that doesn't matter, because we have a weird warped wall, and it's not working entirely well. And we kind of want it to blend in the house like it's a part of the house, not like it's tacked on the edge with a crappy little wall that doesn't make any sense. So again, we're going to open up our cheat window with Control Shift and C and type in constrain floor elevation false. Now what we're going to do, we're going to build our garage. So I'm actually going to bring it out one block from our wall. Don't worry about any sort of warping that we get here. We can fix that later. And we just want to drag out our garage, whatever size we want it, and then yeah, however big we want it. I'm just going to take it all the way back and join it to our house like that. So we've now got this kind of funky arrangement here where the walls are all kind of pushed up and it's not the right height. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our leveling tool. We're going to go down to the very bottom floor here and we're going to flatten out our garage area first. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it from the inside here, just this level here, and take it straight across to the edge of our garage. And then from this block here, I'm going to take it straight across and we're going to flatten out as much as we can. Now this is going to create two issues. Firstly being this little grey triangle that we all know and love, and if we go up a floor, we should actually see a bit of warping as well. That is because of the split leveling we've done here, when we start flattening down here, it actually bumps this back up again. But as you should know, this is really easy to fix, and we can just grab the leveling tool and just drag it across on this floor and flatten it straight back out. And that'll fix the level above as well. So that's really easy. And you'll see that our windows have actually gone back to the way they were before, but you should be able to fix that yourself. In case you don't know how to do it, I'll just do it real quick. You're going to press Control and delete the wall, and then we're going to put the walls back. Then we're just going to grab our windows, and we're going to put them back in those little window slots, and we'll just paint our walls again. Oop, can't get it. Like that. There we go. And then, of course, we go up to the level above and we flatten it out. If any of this is confusing you, then I suggest you do go watch the previous episode because we've already been over this. So that should be fairly straightforward to you. And we got the same issue there, but you can fix that yourself. I'm just going to leave that for now so we can continue on with the tutorial. So we're going to grab our wall tool again, and now we're going to build our second floor of our garage, which, because at the moment our garage is actually just a foundation height building, which is not what we want. We want a proper size garage. So we're just going to build a room directly on top of this. And we essentially have our garage now. And we can, of course, just put our roof on here. I'm just going to get a... what roof is this? A half gable roof. I'm going to drag it across like this. That's fairly steep, so I'm going to bring that down. That's really modern, fancy look. Now, so now we've got our garage, and it is technically attached to our house. And I could just leave you there and let you find your own way. But there's a few issues with this. Firstly, we have the same issue with the garage door. When we chuck it on the front of the garage, it's actually gonna get cut away, exactly like our windows do. It's the same issue, and we fix it exactly the same way by deleting the walls where we want to put the garage door and putting them back again. And then we simply go to the level above and flatten that section out once more. And of course, if you get warping on these walls again, because if you flatten, I'll just show you. If I go over here, oh, I'm gonna have to do something else. If you get something like this, I'll just place a wall there. So if it gets bumped up again like that, if that happens, that's not an issue. You can fix that really easily. You just come back in here again and you flatten it out like you normally would. And that'll fix everything above it and it should be fine again. So now we have room for our garage door, which we can go ahead and put in right now. And we shouldn't have any issues there. So we've got our garage door, perfectly fits in. Now we actually need to get our garage to connect to our house. We can connect it in two areas right here. You can see we can either connect it to this floor or this one. For the purposes of the tutorial, I'm going to connect it to both. So I'm going to connect it to this section up here first. So what we're going to need, we're actually going to need a little stairway going up. And you can just do that by building a little platform. Mine's going to be 2 blocks long. So there's room for the top of the stairs and room for the doorway. And it's going to, again, make the walls full size. So we're just going to grab the leveling tool, and level that back out again. Now what we want to do, we want to check that it hasn't made any warping issues up here, and it has. So we're just going to grab our leveling tool and flatten that back out again. And we fix that issue there. So now we can go back down again, and we can grab our floor tool and turn this into an actual little landing that we can use. We're going to go ahead and grab our stairs. Sorry if this is a bit dark in there. I might put some windows in a second just so you can actually see. I'll just put our stairs up there, however you want. So anyways, we've got our little landing here, and we can just go ahead and plop a door on it, and it should function perfectly fine and shouldn't be any issues there. So I'm going to grab our door, chuck it on there like that, and we have our doorway going up to our split level section. Now we're going to do the same thing down here, and if we can just place a door, not up there, place it on the ground floor like that, and again we have our cutaway issue, but we can fix that, as you know how, deleting the wall where we want to put it and putting it back again. Now we're going to go to level above and fix out the size of the wall here by flattening it with our terrain tool, and it should create warping up here, yes, because we have a split level directly above it. So all we have to do is flatten that back out again, and now there's no issues. The house is perfectly the way it was, and we have our garage attached, and we have room for doors on both the split level and on the ground floor. Now all we have to do is just simply actually add our driveway in, which is probably a good idea because we want to actually park a car here. So we're just going to grab our parking spot. Let's put it there. One thing I haven't fixed yet is all these little floating triangles. You should know how to fix those by now. I'm just going to do them all in one go by doing that. I just deleted the whole wall and put it back, and now we've got rid of those, so there's no issues there. So now we have a little house. We have split levels on the ground floor, and we have split levels on the secondary floor, and we also have a garage attached to a house on foundations with split levels on 2 floors. So this is actually becoming quite an advanced little house in terms of Sims building styles, because not a lot of people will actually attempt to do something like this. So if you've managed to get this far, you're doing pretty well, and you're going to be above average in building. And I'm just fixing this up while I'm talking to you and wrapping everything up. So that's how we attach our garage to it. And you can of course experiment a lot with split leveling and how you want to do it exactly. There's so much more you can do, of course. This is just the basics, and it's showing you how to get started with split leveling and how it all works, and the sort of possibilities of what you can do. We have a beautiful house. It's fairly advanced on the inside. It looks disgusting on the outside, but that's not a problem because nobody's going to see it except for you guys. So that's it for this tutorial, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode.